Have you noticed what looks like a beautiful moth or maybe even a butterfly lately? Well, it may look nice, it is not. And Amy Stone with the OSU Extension Office is with us today to learn more about the pesky bugs. So, Amy, welcome. What are these bugs called?
Yeah, so spotted lanternfly are the insects that we've been receiving a lot of calls on. Once we get a good freeze, the adult stage of that insect will die off, but they've left their egg masses, so now we have to focus on the eggs and scraping and removing those to try to lessen populations for next year.
Well, if some are in the house, do they continue in the house?
So they will not go into the house.
Okay.
Those household insects are like the multicolored Asian lady beetles, the box elder bugs. We've probably all experienced that when we're sitting watching TV and there's this insect that's pinging around in a lampshade. And so they're just simply trying to find a place to overwinter where it's warmer, which is our house. But often they will stay like in the wall voids or maybe in the attic. And so they kind of slow down their metabolism and just are kind of out of sight. But sometimes they get into the house and that's when they become a problem.
What, doing what?
Just being a pest, right? Especially if you don't like insects.
Do they bite? Do they come after you or?
So the multicolored Asian lady beetles will kind of nip at you, but often it's more just their presence. They're not going to damage our house, except those insects also have kind of, it's of a defense mechanism that's inside that is, it just smells bad. And so
they're beautiful, aren't they?
They are, but that odor that they can give off, so if you try to like swat at it, they will kind of give that odor off, and so it can lead to some staining and just that unfriendly smell that we want.
Stink bugs are something that we get a lot in the house too.
Absolutely. And they're doing the same thing. They overwinter as adults, trying to find that place where they can make it through, and then they'll go back out in the spring where they'll mate and lay eggs for the next generation.
What do all these bugs fit in the ecosystem?
Yeah, so, I mean, insects are good, right? They feed other birds and other wildlife, and so it's not like we want to get rid of them all.
Yeah.
But we want to try to maintain our homes so they're pest-free often. And so, you know, some people may use like a vacuum cleaner. And so I brought this backpack vacuum of mine in that I use for spotted lanternfly, but it really illustrates. And so what you do is you'll take this part of the vacuum, because they give off that odor, and you can take just a nylon stocking and put it in here. Let's see if I can do this. And then what happens is when you turn your vacuum on, it's going to collect the insects right here in this stocking, rather than it going through your vacuum and kind of making your whole vacuum smell.
Yeah.
So then all you have to do is just grab it off. All the insects are right there, and then you can choose whether you're going to dispose of them. You can put them back outside. Whatever you want to do that's going to make you happy.
Amy Stone with all the props today. So what is this?
Yeah, so this is the Osage orange or hedge apple, and so they're real popular this time of the year. They have kind of a citrusy smell, and often people will put them in their basements or around their house, and the wives' tale is that they kind of deter insects and spiders. The science behind it says they really don't work. They're not that. I mean, you don't want to invest that solely as your way to get rid of insects inside the house. One of our entomologists said they're pretty heavy, right? And so this is probably the better way to get rid of insects that way.
Smash them.
You know, they're kind of a colorful fall decoration, and you can have a little fun with them.
So you and Amanda were talking a moment ago about bees. Tell me what the association with bees.
Yeah, so the spotted lanternfly produces a lot of honeydew because they take the sap from plants. And this time of the year, when the wasp and the hornets kind of change their behavior from eating insects to going to sweets, kind of like us, right? Halloween was just yesterday. So they're attracted to their honeydew. And so you have to be careful when you're trying to manage for spotted lanternfly, because you'll see wasp and hornets. Bees will also come, and what's kind of interesting for beekeepers is that they're taking that honeydew of the spotted lanternfly, so their excrement, back to the hives, and it's changing the flavor of the honey just slightly. And so that's another reason we want to have spotted lanternfly kind of in the forefront and talk about management options because of the agricultural impact that that insect could have.
The OSU Extension Office, give me an idea of what it is like from January 1st to December 31st. I know you must have different parts of the year where your priorities are different.
Absolutely. So the winter, we do a lot of programming. We work with individuals who have pesticide licenses to make sure that they have the latest information. They get their recertification credits. We also engage volunteers who are eager to garden and be out in nature during the year.
Sure.
But we pull them inside to kind of get them through the winter, and then they're there to help Extension get the word out about these different programs and projects.
So what'll be coming up the next couple of months then?
So we've got Master Gardener volunteer training that's going to start in February. We've got a virtual book series that started during COVID, but it was so popular that I'm going to continue, and it's nature-based books that on Monday evenings we get together and we talk about nature, and we divide these books into 4 parts and just have some great conversation during the winter months when, you know, sometimes we can't be outside.
Amy Stone, you're doing great work with the OSU Extension.
Thank
you so
you
much for coming in today. Always
I
good
love
to
it.
see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks.